And then this is after. You gain 3 inches. 3 inches of turning radius, which is the difference between having it back up and not having it back up. Hey guys, on today's video, we're going to attempt to get this TRX4M to steer a little bit sharper. And it looks like it's steering sharp. We're gonna take these knuckles off the outside and we're gonna go ahead and do some grinding. And then we're going to put it back together and see where it lands. And while we have this out, we're also going to put a new metal front ring and pinion in there, because that's supposed to be a weak point on these TRX4Ms because they're made out of plastic. We just recently replaced the rear with an underdrive gear metal one, and now we're going to put a metal stock one in the front, and we're going to give that a shot. And this has Globac C-hubs and outer knuckles, and it has a Trial tie rod or steering link, and Globac dip covers. Bearings all the way throughout. Low gear, TRX4 ramp crab, TRX4 low gear. Still has a stock motor, still has a stock ESC, still has a stock battery. So, and stock tires, but it has brass wheels, no inner ring, but it does have a Proline 2 dual stage, 1 inch dual stage inner only, so you still have some pooch, but you have some stability too, and the inner only helps keep these tires out far enough to where they stay on these wheels. All right guys, let's do this. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just take the front tires off. Grab some nice piece of this paper towel, put everything on. Go ahead and pull these wheels off. Set them off to the side for now. Then we're going to take off this hex as well, set off to the side. Then we'll pull these pins, because it's all coming apart, and set it off to the side. Do the same with the other side. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and take the body off. We'll set it right here for now. Use this block here. Okay, and then let's see. How do you like this angle? Is this working for you? So now we're going to take the knuckles off first and the drive shaft. So let's do that. We'll take the drive shaft off first. How's that sound? We're going to also unhook this from the power. Take the battery off for giggles. So it's just a little less weight. We'll take the drive shaft off first. Spin this so we go around. Okay. This is coarse thread. Set that guy right there for now. Slide that drive shaft out of the way, so we're good there. We're gonna have to do the lower links as well, okay, because we gotta flop that front end. We're gonna take the knuckles off. We're also gonna take the upper links off. Okay. Same for here. Uh-oh, stripped. Dang it. Okay, when that happens, you gotta have a good pair of pliers. We did use Loctite on this guy. So this might be a bad bad deal. Oh yeah, she's tight. Okay. So definitely be careful. When you got metal to metal, usually I'll put Loctite on there. And sometimes it gets pretty aggressive, and sometimes you want aggressive just because these steering parts move all the time and you don't want them to break loose on you when you don't want it to. Let's see if this will go now. Nope, it's done. I probably took out some of that too, so what I'll probably do is take the grinder and grind the rounded edges off. Okay, we're gonna have to throw this one in the garbage, but replace it with one that's equal. Looks like a pretty long one. Okay, then we'll worry about that later. Okay, now let's use, if these don't take them off, then we'll use pliers. If that makes sense. Just to break loose. Okay, now we're taking the knuckles off. The upper bolt, don't lose the sleeve. Keep those parts together, and then we'll do the lower. Okay, that one's spanned in strip. That's good. All right. So what we're going to do is take some metal off this guy here, and the C knuckle as well. Probably take this out because it's kind of getting in the way. Okay. All right, we'll set that there for now. All right. Now, if you look at this closely, you can kind of see where there's a little shiny spot here and here. So that's where it hits. So we're going to take some metal off there, and we're also going to take metal off the C-hub where it's actually contacting. And we're going to take some metal off here too, because it looks like it will contact once we grind these down. We'll do the same with the back side, okay? So you could use a file and just take the metal off like that. Or use a power tool and do it this way. Just like that. And yes, you are taking weight away, but on the flip side, sharper steering to me is better. Okay, and then we'll do the same over here. All right, and then we're gonna do the same with the C-hub. This might have to be a file job. He's the bigger guy. There we go. Okay, I like to take it almost all the way down, go about 45-degree chamfer almost all the way down to the bearing. Then we're gonna see where it hits right here and there. We're gonna take that down too. I also put a 45 on there. Just like that. And then we'll do the same here. Yeah, I know, you spend all that money for these really high-end parts and then you grind the crap out of them because they can't do it from the factory. Go figure. All right, let's put this back together, see if it seems to have any contact points that get in the way. Okay. Now let's just see where we're at. This this hole is a little closer to the axle. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more if I can. Yeah, we take some metal off right here. And that'll help. And some more metal off 45 on there. Okay. She's gonna be nice. She's gonna steer real nice. And I'll take a little bit more off. I want like well over 45 degrees. So it should steer way sharper. All right, so we're gonna do the same to the other side. And then keep in mind that these look the same to me, so we're good. All right, so let's grind, grind, grind. Okay, I think I might have taken more off that one in that quick little venture. And the other side, we better do the same with the other. Okay. It's about right, about the same. Okay. We'll do this side here. Dang, that's so good. Okay, let's compare with this one here. Make sure we're the same. We still take a little bit more off here though. sucker's gonna steer so sharp. One more thing that we're gonna do real quick before we wrap this thing up. We gotta take this lower link off, this lower link and shock. Then we're gonna roll this differential forward. We're gonna put the metal ring and pinion gear on. This guy right here. All right. So I think it'll effectively add 23 gram or 17 grams of weight to the front like it did the back, which is good. Okay, and then we'll pull these guys out. Okay, and then this will, it would roll. Okay, we're gonna have to take this guy off as well. Okay, so that should come off now. Okay, now we put the differential in. All right. It's a little guy. Okay. All right, now we pull the diff cover off, and you see the plastic ring and pinion, but it does have ball bearings on this Globac heavy diff cover. And then we'll push out the pinion just like that. Then we're gonna go ahead and put the new pinion in. Probably just got this guy on Amazon, so you just have to look up TRX4M front ring pinion gears. It's made in China. I'm not sure if this was oh, this one actually is just a metal replacement, and it doesn't have, it's not, I guess they call it, this is straight cut. So we'll just go ahead and lube that up. Put these guys in here first. Plastic, metal, just like that. And this guy goes right here, just like that. Oh, it feels real nice. And then we're gonna go ahead and put this guy right in here. And shove that through there. Okay, make sure the bearings don't pop out. That feels good. We're gonna put a blob of grease in there, because that's how I like to roll. Just like that. And then we're gonna put her back together. Yep, just like that. Sweetness. And then we'll put our screws back in. Still spins okay. One thing I kind of want to look into when I get this thing LCG is I'm going to stick a LCG frame, and then I'm also going to stick the Enjoyer Land Cruiser body on there. Because it's lighter, skinnier, get rid of the high trail body, which is really heavy, and then maybe I'll compete with my son's Evo Pro Hobby Plus CR18P Evo Pro. So we're just gonna get these guys in here. gonna check to make sure she still spins. And that screw is not good. Almost feel like I should replace that one. We're gonna take this one out, replace it with that extra one from the diff covers. Came with one extra. So we're gonna get rid of that guy on. Oh, this is good though. This one's stripped. This guy right here. Usually when we start stripping bolts, I always like to take the grinder and take a little bit off this. Okay, all right. So now we just need to put the links back on, which is not a lot of fun. So it goes inside there like that. Just like this. And then big long bolt. The same, so we'll just stick that guy in. That was not long enough. I need a longer one than that. Oh, this guy here. Nice. I'm liking this. Okay, and then we'll put these links back in. I don't know, probably should put the drive shaft in first. Well, it's easy. Put that back together and hook up. That guy there. Just tight squeeze, but she worked. Then I think we have a coarse threaded screw. This guy right here. Put that guy in. Snug that guy. Then we're gonna put these guys in with the shock. And these are these bolts here. Okay. Just run these little bell guys in. These go quite a ways in, so you don't have to make them exceptionally tight. Snug. Okay, and then we'll do the same with the other side. Okay, and then I have some paint that can go on here too. This is Tester's model paint. Got at the local hobby store. Give a shaky shaky. And we'll go ahead and push it a couple times. And blot black. Sharpie works okay, but this seems to work pretty good. As long as you only want to do one coat. That way it doesn't look like you're cheating and making your rig steer sharper than the other guys. And they won't be onto you, because that's what you need on these minis or any comp, is sharp steering at all, at whatever cost. At whatever cost necessary. Paint the brass black, that way people don't know you have it. and they'll never know the wiser. Always be gracious. Never be a know-it-all. Always be helpful. Love on those people as you want them to love on you. Set that there. Guys, touch that up a little bit. And then go and touch this up. The one thing you have to be careful of though when you do these modifications is sometimes the U-joints are not designed and the CVDs are not designed to steer this sharp. So if you're self-riding and you're turned full lock, it could definitely break an axle. Now that we got a disclaimer out of the way, it's totally worth it. All right, and then put these drag shafts back in. We'll wipe them down a little bit. Shove those guys back in, make sure the bearing's there. Give them a spin. We're good there. Okay. These are CVDs, not U-joints. Now they say they're better in the real world, but in the RC world, sometimes they say they're not that great. I don't know. Okay, those guys are in. Then we're gonna put these guys back on. This is gonna be awesome. Okay. All right. We'll put the bushings in. Put bushing in. Then we'll screw this guy in. And since we put Loctite in once before, it should hold it good enough. We'll just check it periodically. I don't want to have to strip out those bolts again. Okay. You don't want to make it too tight because that'll crush the brass bushing. Okay, for some reason we're not going in all the way. I wonder why that's not going in. Oh, I see why. Okay. So I've got a little CVD sticking out right there. Maybe I can push it in. Snug, good, feels really good. Okay, and then we'll do the other side. Just that Loctite, snug that down, okay. Double check the bottom. Okay. Okay, and let's turn it all the way sharp. Still turns fully. Oh man, that's gonna turn so much better. Give that a snuggie. Good, still steers. Okay. All right. So we just have to put the wheels back on. Good. All right, that worked. Got the fan going, and then the balloons are blowing the wind chimes that we have in our kitchen. Piper's fish wind chimes are very cute. So if you're wondering why there's wind chimes ding ding dingling and we're inside, that is why. Okay. All right, I think we're golden, man. So what do? We attempted to make it steer sharper. Let's put these rubber bands back on. We're running rubber bands on the front only, because the back I like a little taller for climbing and whatnot. So we're gonna go ahead and turn the steering. Drop this rubber band on there like that. Then turn the steering and drop this one on as well. Okay. For the most part, you can't even tell that it's been heavily modified to steer sharper, and it looks like it's steering sharper. Yeah. Okay, so let's hook this to power, and we'll see how it steers. Pretty fun little RC crawler. I started out with Red Cat, so this is like, I'm used to this, having to do everything, and then having everyone think that your rig isn't good, and then you end up smoking them, and then everyone's upset. All right, let's see how this thing steers. This is after. So we're gonna do the full turn. Prior to was 2 foot 5.5 inches. See if we can get a little sharper turn out of it. Okay. So let's make the mark. So all that work, and we got 2 foot 5. So we cut 1.5 inches off the steer. Let's see if we go a little faster, if it'll go better. Because it seems like it's hopping a little bit. Okay, so when I go faster, I actually gained quite a bit. Okay, 1.5 inches would have been fine, but this right here, so it was 2.6.5, 2 foot 5.5 inches in the beginning, and now we are 2 foot 2, 2 foot 3, 2 foot 3, 2 foot 3 inches. 2 foot 3, so it's 2 foot 5.5. So we gained 3 inches. 3 inches of turning radius, which is the difference between having a backup and not having a backup, less than the other guys. So that's great. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching my video on how to replace the plastic ring and pinion out of the front differential of a TRX4M high trail, and we'll see you on the next one.